if the mindset is let's just improve from where we are yesterday. If the game comes, then great, we'll be ready to go. If it doesn't come, then we're going to be a better team because of it.
Terrell Jana.
Was it ever hard to stay motivated without the season guaranteed?
Yeah, I think so. Just, especially when our games are getting canceled. Like I enjoyed it canceled early, but then Tech canceled. It just seemed like, dang, it's not going to happen. And in conversations we had with like leadership, it seemed like it wasn't going to happen too. So like, I was like, if I had to put money on it, I was going to say the season wasn't going to happen. So at that point, we're kind of just like preparing like for our own, like, just for fun, which was somewhat cool, but also like it was annoying. Like waking up early, doing all that, thinking like, damn, we're not going to play this year. So it was definitely tough. But Coach Mendenhall, like his like attitude was just prepare us as if we're having a game. So we're still playing football. Like I'm still going against, the DBs. I'm still getting tackled. Like so you can't like just like lollygag around practice because you're gonna get hit. So you have to be in your P's and Q's. So like that kind of helps.
And as a captain, as a leader, how do you kind of instill that same mindset into some of the younger guys when they're waking up and just not wanting to practice or not motivated?
I mean, first year, so they're always kind of ready to go. Like they're super excited just to be here. So like we don't have to do too much with them. But second and third years, just trying to like encourage and remind them of the whole thing was like we don't know if it's gonna happen. Like all we can control is like let's just have practice today. Like just get better today. So either way, we were getting something out of that practice, which was I think something that leadership on the team tried to kind of hone in with the guys.
I feel like everybody's kind of on the same page as far as isolating themselves. Why do you think that is? Why is that so important?
I think partly just due from the kind of the tone that leadership shows early on. I think our coach and Miss Carla, our AD, kind of shared that like we're doing everything possible to keep y'all safe. So like it's not going to happen here. So if someone gets on a team, like it's happening somewhere else, and then that kind of falls into like team leadership.
Compared to the first year you had that transition to Charlottesville into kind of the football family, it's obviously been different for first years this year. But who stood out to you in terms of play?
When it just comes to making plays and like production, Lavelle Davis is a huge name. He's been doing a great job. The whole class, though, I like that class a lot. They seem, maybe it's because of the circumstances they came in with, but they seem pretty close, pretty tight knit. They bought into the culture really well. They haven't been, half in, half out, or like kind of anti-culture. They've had their bumps in the roads, but I think that's what kind of made them stronger. Which, with any class, like you go through a kind of shared struggle, that's kind of brings you together.
What would you like to see going forward?
I think I'm going to speak for my group, the wide receivers. We got to just do more to get open, create space for our quarterbacks. The more space we create, the easier the passes. When the ball does come, catch it. If we can like make those big chunks of plays down the field, it makes O-line's job, running back's job, quarterback's job, the people calling the plays. Everyone's job gets easier if we just start getting big chunks. It opens the field up. So I'm just just to my group and how we perform. If we can step our game up, like that can change the offense. So that's kind of our goal and our approach to move forward.
Coming off of this summer, why did you feel it important to leave your name off the back of your jersey?
Just after this whole summer, and then nothing really new in like a Black person's life. So just kind of my experience growing up, and then I'm kind of learning more about the history of UVA, and then obviously just visiting the memorial was kind of the tipping point. I was kind of just when I went to memorial, it was kind of something that just struck me. Like I wasn't planning on doing something this year. I wasn't like, hey, this is I got to find a way to do this, do that. It's kind of just went to the memorial. I kind of just reflected and pondered there. That's kind of something that just came to mind. Because just seeing, people either with no names or the names weren't recorded, it struck me. And then the stories you read, in the inside part of the memorial, some was, super inspiring. Some are just, sad and unfortunate. But, a lot of things I didn't know about. So I guess going no name for me was, all those people, I kind of stand on their shoulders. because for what they've done, in this country, in the school. That's why I'm here. So I'm kind of represent them on my shoulders, as I play. And then is it kind of like a way to hopefully help further myself and educate myself? UVA is so closely tied to slavery, and not only like slavery itself, but then the perpetual like training of people to perpetuate that slavery kind of trope through history. So I'm representing that with the logo, no matter what. So my thing was on the back. I'm gonna represent, the people who helped build the school, who kind of go unnamed.